Ajapa and the Talking Drum. In a land of golden sunshine and red earth, there sat a peaceful Yoruba village. At the center of the village square was a magical gangan, the talking drum. It didn't just make noise. It sang the news, told the jokes, and kept the heartbeat of the people steady. One morning, the village woke up to a strange sound, silence. Chief Akande tried to play the drum, but it remained as quiet as a stone. Side watched in worry, her colorful headscarf bright against the morning light. No matter how hard the chief struck the leather, not a single thump came out. Ajapa the tortoise watched from the shade of a baobab tree. He was a clever trickster who loved a good puzzle. A drum that won't speak must have a very big secret, Ajapa whispered, adjusting his small patterned vest. He decided his cleverness was exactly what the village needed. Ajapa trekked deep into the emerald forest, where the leaves were as large as umbrellas. He walked past colorful birds and buzzing dragonflies, his small feet treading softly on the red earth path. He was looking for the oldest living thing in the land, the great Iroko tree. At the foot of the massive Iroko tree sat an old woman named Eniton. Her hair was like silver thread, and her eyes looked like they had seen 1,000 summers. "I knew you would come, Ajapa," she said with a soft smile that reached her eyes. "The drum has lost its voice because the people have lost theirs," Eniton explained. "The villagers spend all their time shouting over one another, but they have forgotten how to truly listen. A talking drum only speaks when there is someone ready to hear." Ajapa rushed back to the village. He grabbed the drumstick and shouted into the gangan, "Wake up! Speak to me!" He banged on the drum with all his might, but the drum stayed silent. The more noise Ajapa made, the quieter the drum seemed to be. Ajapa stopped. He remembered Eniton's words. He dropped the drumstick and sat very still on the red earth. He closed his eyes and finally stopped talking. He began to listen to the rustle of the leaves, the distant whistle of the wind, and the rhythm of his own breathing. Ajapa stood up and walked to Chief Akande. He didn't shout. He didn't play a trick. He simply placed a claw to his lips and pointed to the other villagers. "We must be still," Ajapa whispered. "We must hear what the heart says before the drum can sing." Chief Akande nodded and turned to a villager named Simi. Instead of shouting orders, the chief leaned in to hear Simi's thoughts. Slowly, the whole village grew quiet. Neighbors were really hearing each other, the laughs, the sighs, and the soft songs of the village life. Suddenly, a low hum vibrated through the air. The gangan began to tremble on its mat. Without anyone touching it, the drum let out a powerful melodic boom, followed by a rhythmic dun-dun. The drum's voice had returned, stronger and clearer than ever before. As the sun set, painting the sky in purples and golds, Ajapa sat by the village edge. The people were dancing, but they were also listening. Ajapa realized that while being clever was good, being wise enough to listen was the greatest trick of all.